good evening and welcome to World Now at 4. I am Peace Organic. First, let's talk the headlines. On the headlines, group urges FG to free 70% inmates. Ethiopia civilian areas. The Inspector General of Police, that is IGP Osman Baba, has concluded a 6-day duty tour of 6 northern states to inaugurate state-of-the-art projects completed by his administration. The first public relations officer, that is CSP Olumuyiwa Adejobi, disclosed this in a barracks attached to them and renovation of vital police infrastructure such as India. Speaking with newsmen, NAFDAC resident media consultant Shayo Akintola said the products were not registered by NAFDAC, therefore should not be in circulation. Recall the World Health Organization had on October 5 issued a global alert over 4 India-made cough syrups linked to the death of these products. We're sorry for that break. Today, the stated manufacturer has not provided guarantees to the WHO on the safety and quality of these products. NAFDAC regulates and controls the manufacture, importation, exportation, distribution, advertisement, sale, and use of food, drugs, cosmetics, medical devices, packaged water, chemicals, and detergents. A non-governmental organization is championing the advocacy for the release of 70% of unsentenced prisoners in Nigeria. The organization has urged the federal government to consider the release of this percentage of Nigerian prison inmates instead of the 30% being proposed by the Minister of Interior. The NGO, while commending the move by the federal government to free 30% of Nigerian prisoners to ease the huge population of inmates in the country's correctional service centers, said that about 70% of the population is awaiting trial in inmates. The Minister of Interior, Rauf Aregbesola, said he would liaise with the Nigerian Governors Forum for the release of 30% of inmates to ease the problem of congestion in the prison, saying that 70% of the 75,635 inmates in the prison are awaiting trial inmates. Aregbesola also said the interface was necessary as more than 90% of the inmates were being held for contravening state laws. The National Association of Kogi State Students, that is NACOS, has expressed determination to defend the stand of the government over ownership of the Obajana Cement Company up to the International Court of Justice. The students backed the government demands in a statement signed by Rachel Balogun, President NACOS, National and Chairperson, Council of 36 State Students President, that is CSSP, on Sunday. According to them, the state governor, Yahaya Bello, and the State House of Assembly should be commended for insisting on correcting what they described as the age-long economic intimidation and exploitation by the renowned company. We go on a break right now, and when we come back, news from other parts of our Welcome back. Kenya's Central Organization of Trade Unions, that is known as KOTU, has asked the government to ban employment agencies in the country sending migrant workers to Saudi Arabia. This is after a viral video appeared to show a Kenyan woman breastfeeding dogs in the Gulf country. While speaking to reporters on Sunday, Kotu Secretary General Francis Atwoli said the woman who had left a 3-month-old baby in Kenya was compelled by her employer to breastfeed the puppies.
And you can ask yourself, before she was given puppies to feed, to breastfeed, what happened to her before this? What, grueling experience she went through? What problems did she see?
The union leader asked President William Ruto to stop the indirect slavery of Kenyan migrants and negotiate for their welfare with the Gulf countries. High unemployment rates in Kenya have prompted young people to migrate to Gulf countries in search of jobs as domestic workers and laborers. In Ethiopia, the embattled Ethiopian region of Tigray have accused the government, its Eritrean allies, of launching an indiscriminate artillery bombardment on civilian areas. The regional administration said attacks were concentrated in areas close to the Eritrean border, including Rama and Adigrat. They have urged members of the Tigrayan public to join in the fighting for peace talks organized by African Union, which were as logistical reasons. Fighting in the last 2 years, civil war resumed in August after a month-long truce. Let's move over to world news after this break. To stay with us. Welcome back. Series of loud explosions had rocked Ukraine's capital, Kyiv, in the early hours of today, a day after Moscow blamed Ukraine for a deadly blast on the bridge linking Crimea to Russia. Videos posted on social media showed black smokes rising above several areas in the city as the blast that hit the bridge sparked celebrations from Ukrainians and others on social media. Meanwhile, Ukrainian President Volodymyr Zelensky, in his nightly address on Saturday, did not directly mention the incident, and officials in Kyiv have made no direct claim of responsibility. Russia said some road and rail traffic had resumed over the strategic link, a symbol of the Kremlin's supply link between Russia and the annexed Crimean Peninsula. Let's now get to North Korea, where it is said that its recent barrage of missiles launched were a simulation